If you like the following content, please leave a tip at buymeacoffee/Whitley. This episode, we're diving into a comprehensive SWOT analysis of Auction Technology Group PLC, a notable player in the online auction market. We'll be evaluating ATG's investment potential, covering everything from market trends to financials, the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and the threats. Let's start by understanding the market and the company itself. Auction Technology Group operates in the digital marketplace sector, primarily focusing on online curated auctions. The company's market involves various segments including art, antiques, industrial and commercial goods. The online auction market has witnessed growth, driven by technological advancements and increasing digital adoption. Founded in 1971, Auction Technology Group has established itself as a significant player in the online auction space. The company powers several online marketplaces and listings using proprietary auction platform technology. ATG has a global presence with offices in the UK, the US and Germany. Okay, so before we get on with the SWOT analysis, what we'll do is we'll go through the financials of the company just to see where it stands roughly, so we get an approximation of the value of the company overall. Okay, so if we look at the market cap, as of the latest available data, ATG's market capitalization stands at approximately 683 million UK pound coins. The revenue, ATG reported this is around 43 million US dollars. Yes, I'm going to be jumping between dollars and pounds because this is a London listing. Okay, this is for the 3 months, so the last quarter of 2023. This reflects a roughly a 10 to 11% increase from the previous year. The net income, specific net income figures were not immediately available, but the company has shown a trend of growth in revenues overall. This is what I'm seeing anyway. The number of shares out there that hasn't been directly available, I don't know why I can't find these, but it's a very difficult company to find information on. Maybe it's a London Stock Exchange thing, I don't know. The earnings per share though were reported at less than 9 pence per share. Most of the organic revenue is expected to grow between 5% and 8%, and it seems to have earned 135 million UK pound coins between this is in 2023, and it's a projected 46% margin for adjusted earnings before interest, tax and depreciation. Yeah, so there's money there. It's an online auction. I would expect it to be able to make money. It's not difficult. Like most tech companies though, there's no dividends. Yes, no dividends again. So Auction Technology Group has several notable strengths, making it a compelling entity in the online auction markets. So if we look at, let's start off with product and services. So ATG operates 8 digital marketplaces across 2 major sectors: the industrial, commercial and the art and antiques. So that's basically going to be all your tractors and things on one side and your paintings and stuff on the other. These platforms have approximately 86,000 live and timed auctions annually. ATG's proprietary auction technology enables a seamless connection, I would presume, of bidders worldwide to about 4,000 trusted auction houses. Their marketplaces include Proxybid, BidSpotter, iBidder, The Sale Room, Live Auctioneers, Lotissimo, and EstateSales.net. Each of these caters to different segments like industrial art, machinery, art antiques and consumer surplus, as I've already stated. Now this is a small to medium sized company. The workforce is approximately 250 employees directly, not including the auction houses that are out there. It has a management team that boasts a blend of deep auction industry experience and technical, commercial and e-commerce expertise. There's a genuine mix of people working in there that understand the industry. The blend of skills has been instrumental, I think, in ATG's growth and expansion into new industry verticals and geographies. The company's leadership and governance has been key to driving its strategic growth drivers and ensuring the continued support of the auction industry since its inception in 1971. The public perception of ATG is generally positive, reflecting their market position and growth. So these are the actual consumers of the technology and the websites and auction houses that they've got out there. So the auction houses that are out in the real world would use their technology to basically bring in online bidders into the actual auction room itself. So when you're in an auction, let's say you go in there to buy a painting or a car or something like that, and they're saying they've got somebody on the phone, somebody online, it will be using ATG's technology and infrastructure in order to enable that. This is an expanding operation that I can tell, and the drivers highlight that the company's focus on growth and innovation. I think this is allows them to enhance both the auctioneer and bidder experiences while expanding the market reach. Now, there's nothing stunningly special about the technology they use. It's just obviously putting what's already capable on the internet together in such a way that they can sell it to various auction houses as they need to. So in summary, ATG strengths lie in its ability to use these platforms. Has a diverse marketplace, because obviously if you're doing auctions for anything and you're dealing with 4,000 auction houses around the world, yes, it's going to be incredibly diverse, and you're going to have a lot of income streams off the back of that. They have an experienced management team, goes back to 71, and obviously moving into all these different auction types around the world. I imagine that they plan to move into farming if they haven't already. If they cover every type of auction, that's incredible growth and great initiative on the basis of this company. So I think these factors contribute to a strong position in the online auction market. Think about the type of competition they would have traditionally. It would be things like eBay, it would be things like Amazon. If they're holding their own against them, that's an incredible market success for any company. Okay, so obviously there are going to be some issues with the company. That's why we do this analysis, and most of this is going to be around the actual financials of the company. There appears to be a low return on equity. So ATG's ROE is notably low, standing at around 0.7%. It's stark contrast to the industry average, which would be 6.2%. It's a critical measure of the financial efficiency, indicating how effectively a company uses the shareholders' equity to generate profits. The low ROE suggests that it may not be utilising its capital as efficiently or as effectively as its peers, but given that its peers are companies like eBay and Amazon, and there's probably a dozen other smaller auction houses out there, I'm not sure why it's like that, but it is an issue that needs to be either addressed by the company or something that you need to consider as it goes forward. Now, this is a red flag for the company. As of September 2021, ATG reported a significant financial loss of 30 million UK sterling, its most recent financial full year. While there are expectations for the company to break even and start generating profits, the high rate of growth required to meet these expectations, which is I think it's around 125+% year on year, could be overly optimistic and challenging to achieve. This puts a spotlight on ATG's ability to manage its own growth and profitability. The profitability targets could become quite difficult to hit effectively. So obviously it's an auction house, and so AGT's operation is segmented into arts and antiques, industrial and commercial, with additional services in auction services and content that orbit around that. Now, while this diversification is a strength, it also exposes the company to risk associated with over-dependence on specific market segments, especially in volatile sectors like arts and antiques. It's true. It's all going to be in there, but it's a specialised company, so it's not going to be able to avoid that either. If it did diversify too much, I think it would become create too many problems for the company. But it's obviously one of the things that we have to flag up here. So what are the strategic challenges? Well, ATG has undergone several strategic changes, acquisitions over the years. I'm not always happy when the company goes for acquisitions. In the UK, we had Royal Bank of Scotland, which overexpanded through acquisitions and eventually crashed during the 2008 credit crunch. So when a company starts buying up other companies, I do get a bit nervous. So while these moves have contributed to its growth, they also pose challenges in terms of integrating different operations and maintaining a cohesive strategic direction. The company's ability to successfully integrate and leverage these acquisitions is going to be crucial for its long-term success. So in conclusion, when it comes to the weaknesses, these stem from the financial performance. There are, of course, operational challenges, and there's always the market dependence, which any company's going to go through regardless. So addressing these issues will become crucial for the company's future growth and profitability. So when we look at the opportunities, if we look at the market size for a start, the online auction market is experiencing robust growth, with projections indicating a significant increase in market size over the coming years. The market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of around 12 to 14% between 2023 and 2028, with an anticipated expansion of approximately $3 billion US during that 5-year period. This growth is driven by several factors. This includes bidding in online auction and the rise of online auctioning of government surplus assets, which, given the cash shortage out there, I imagine they will just throw at everybody. So obviously, with all online companies, so to speak, and companies that specialise in web performance, the big C-19 pandemic has acted as a catalyst for online auction markets of various types, especially due to travel restrictions and socialising distancing norms. This has shifted the consumer and has encouraged traditional brick and mortar auction houses to adopt online platforms, not only to safeguard their companies but to allow them to expand their markets further. Specific segments within the online auction markets, like collectibles, automotives, are witnessing significant growth. I know that when I'm looking for a car, it's easier for me to go online than it is to go around all the different car lots around the country. The collectible segment, for instance, benefits from a scarcity of items and financial commitments made by buyers to acquire these rare items is quite important for these auction houses. The automotive segment is aided by the expansion of the second-hand and commercial vehicle trading industry, and having these together in such a way that people can just look at this from their own kitchen tables. I think it's incredibly important, and it's obviously driving that market quite successfully. So in North America holds a large share of global online auction markets, with key players like eBay Inc., as I've already said, leading the way. This is an incredibly large company. However, the Pacific region, the Asian region, is only just starting to emerge as fast-growing markets due to a significant increase in internet access and smartphone usage. That's 3 billion people, ladies and gentlemen. That's any company that can even get even the slightest foothold in that is going to expand marvellously, I would have thought. When we look at the opportunities in the market overall, the integration of modern technologies like AI and virtual reality offers potential revenues and avenues for growth. AI can enhance the online auction experience just through basically gesture selling, while VR could provide a more realistic and interactive approach. This is the meta stuff from Facebook and other companies. I don't think it's going to be like a proper VR space, although if you think about it, a lot of online collaborative games like EVE Online, World of Warcraft, things like that, where you've got markets within the game, technically I guess these are VR to a certain extent. Even if you're not going into a room within the game, you're just going onto a screen. So I suppose that there's a certain amount of this kind of already in our culture and our experience that would, I don't know, maybe this company can grab hold of that, but it's there. I think the AI is definitely going to grab hold of it, and but that's going to go into every digital space regardless. So there's definitely growth there. There's definitely tools that this company can use that will expand its range, portfolio and ease of use. So there's an increasing popularity of auctioning online advertising space. This presents a unique growth opportunity. The trend reflects the digital shift in advertising methods, where bids are placed for ad space on websites, enhancing the market scope and reach. Again, this is another area it can move into. If it's only providing actual technology behind the auction sites rather than actually running the auction sites themselves, definitely it's going to grab hold of all these things and grow and grow and grow and grow. So these opportunities highlight a dynamic and evolving market, which is incredibly healthy for any investor, with technological advancements and shifting consumer behaviours playing key roles in this expansion. Companies within the space can leverage these trends to grow their market presence and explore new segments for business development. So, if everything's so rosy, what are going to be the challenges? What are going to be the weaknesses in the market that could cause problems for ATG? Well, looking through everything, one of the things I came across was something called shill bidding. This is a challenge in the online auction market. So there's been a rise in this illegal practice, which involves sellers or their acquaintances placing bids to artificially inflate or deflate the price of a product. Shill bidding not only undermines the fairness and integrity of the auction process, but it also makes it difficult to investigate and regulate due to the vast number of auctions and bidders online. This can lead to challenges that lead to reduced confidence among genuine bidders, potentially affecting overall market activity and reputation of online auction services. Perhaps AI will play a part in the mitigation of that problem, but for now I know with some of the larger companies like eBay, all they do is they just investigate off reports and then clamp down on individuals that have basically been doing that. But as a trend within the system, yes, I definitely imagine that AI would play a part in kind of removing that, but it is definitely something that's going to, as it becomes more normal to use these sites, it will, especially at industrial level. I mean, if you imagine you're putting a £10,000 tractor online, and the price basically just never went up because a rival basically wants to keep the price down low so they get hold of it, or land, worse, even land. Yeah, there's definitely some issues there around shill bidding that could cause some serious, significant problems going forward. So, auction houses aren't difficult to start up. It's just literally just a website. We are talking about online. We're not talking about actually starting an auction house in the real world. So the online auction market has become increasingly saturated, with a large number of players competing for market share. This high level of competition can make it challenging for new and small auction houses to gain significant traction. Moreover, the presence of major players like eBay, Inc. And ATG Group, among others, intensifies the competition, necessitating innovative strategies and unique offerings to stand out from the market. I don't think eBay is ever going to move out from where it is, but it's certainly the case that these things are difficult to build up and deliver it out there potentially for others to come in. I think if ATG just concentrates on managing the technology behind it and develops the AI, if it can do, I mean, eBay is just a monolith out there. It's just like a big mountain next to Amazon's even bigger mountain. Hopefully, but it won't be too big a problem. But it's like anything. Market saturation is always going to be a problem for any company. Yeah, it is. Let's be honest. So, summarising the threats, I think. While the online auction market is growing rapidly, it's also grappling with issues like the shill bidding, the security concerns, and the intense competition, as well as the developments of new technology which could knock them to one side at any point. These factors need to be addressed effectively for the market to continue to grow, and for ATG to take advantage of everything that's going on within the market and become a dominant player within their sector. So, in concluding, ATG, this is a London-based technology company which deals with online auctions. It's for investors considering the online auction market, particularly with the focus on ATG. There are going to be several compelling reasons for further research, and this is what I want you guys to do. Okay, so there's growth potential. The online auction market experiences significant growth, has done since the beginning of this decade because of the big C-19 lockdown. This is driven by factors of ease of access as well, the shift from traditional to online auctions because people don't like mixing with other people, and the increase in popularity of the online auctioning of advertising space and government surplus assets. You can see a lot more of this as big companies and big governments try to just get as much cash together as they possibly can, and they're all going to go through online auctioning just to maximise their potential income from that. So this growth is projected to continue, and there's a strong forecasted growth through to 2028. Beyond that, who knows? There's obviously a rise in the technology of auctions, and ATG seems to be drifting along with that to a certain extent, or even it's not a branded leader within that. Hopefully they're investigating the AI-based platform systems and integrating them into their own usage. The expansion of the online auctions into the emerging markets presents the opportunities as well for innovative companies like ATG to gain a competitive edge and really kind of concrete their position within everything. Additionally, the market expansion into segments like collectibles, automotive offers a significant potential for diverse revenue streams. So potential investors should be aware of the challenges facing this market. This includes obviously the negatives of shield building, the security concerns, and the incredible competition between all these companies. These factors could affect the market's integrity and stability. This means you need to be cautious and have a strategic approach when looking at the participating companies and how you're going to invest in them. So what's ATG's position? It appears to be a key player in the market. They've shown significant strength in its proprietary technology. The market position has its incredible reputation amongst the auction houses that it's already involved with. This is 4,000 plus of those in some quite significant markets that just aren't just bric-a-brac, and there appears to be a genuine strategic growth initiative from the company and its management team. However, the low return on equity and its dependence on specific market segments currently presents some risks that should be carefully evaluated. Now, given the market's growth and potential, the challenges it faces, it's advisable for investors like yourselves to conduct thorough research. Go out there, look at the website, look at the company itself, see what you think. So this includes analysis of the market trends, the competitive strategies, and ATG's financial health and business model will need to be investigated again. I'm thinking that 18 months time I'll probably do a secondary review episode just to come back and have a look at this. So for investors, we should all stay informed about the regulatory changes, about the technology, the AI that goes with it, as well as how people are using it to offload goods that shouldn't be there, or to shortchange or overprice items that are on the market. So in light of these factors, the online auction market, and specifically ATG, there's a dynamic investment landscape there, and there's significant growth potential, albeit accompanied with notable risks and challenges. But you're sophisticated investors and you should be able to do deeper research yourself before you make any investments. However, as with all the companies that I've seen to review, there are no dividends available with this company, and it is one of the few technology companies I would have thought would be available with dividends, which really does grate my goat, but there you go. There's potential growth there. Just keep an eye on the shares as well. They are quite valuable for what they are, and I would imagine that as the company grows, there may be some change in the amount of shares that are available, which could either reduce the amount of shares you have, the value of the shares, or water down your investment. So just be careful, just keep an eye on it, and make it a long-term investment if you are going to invest in it. Okay, so again, thank you for joining me on this episode. I really do appreciate you spending time watching one of my episodes. I hope my analysis of Auction Technology Group PLC has provided valuable insights for your investment decisions. Remember, stay informed. Your decisions are key to the world of investing, and good luck. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed my content, please support this channel by visiting buymeacoffee.com/Whitley or scan the QR code to leave a tip.